What is going on, YouTube? My name is Nate. My plan about how I'm going to be profitable trading in 2021. Mainly going to be not going on tilt, right? Most people can make money trading, but they have a hard time walking away from the chart. And that is also something that I struggle with myself. One of the things that I find myself doing when I am in a losing trade is the point of me posting these videos is so I can kind of hold myself accountable. And if I have other people watching me too, maybe you can relate a lot to what I'm telling or what I'm saying to you. And, I hope, if somebody is watching this, then maybe you can not really learn from me, but maybe just so you know that you're not the only one in this position. It's easy to hear from successful traders how well they're doing. Look at this $10,000 trade I made, blah blah blah. But what they don't show you is all the work it took them to get to that point. But anyway, without further ado, I want to show the trade that I had, the 3 trades that I took today, and to kind of go over my plan from here on out. So, shall we? So, if you can see right here, I'm going to try to minimize this. So, when I was on the chart earlier today, I was looking at this huge down push. We saw this bounce at VWAP here. And then I also saw this strong push up. Now at this point in time, I was actually looking at the 22. I see this push up. I see this higher high right here. So I took along here thinking that we were going to keep going up, and obviously I ended up taking a loss, about $350 on this position. So I switched back to the 1-minute chart. Saw this pretty strong push down below VWAP, so I decided to get in on here. When I was in this trade, we were below VWAP when I took it, but I didn't really see much of a lower low going on, and a couple of gray candles, which made me want to get out for a very small win of $200. When I go back to the 1-minute here, I thought we were going to push up. Going back to the 22 range chart, I saw this push back up into VWAP, and I thought this engulfing candle right here meant that we were going to go back down. So I did take a little short position here, and I closed the trade pretty quickly. Again, I just didn't see sellers coming through, so I got another small win on this too. And then, that was my 3rd trade of the day. So I thought, why would I take away the trades that I have taken and wind up losing it? So all in all today, I had 3 trades. 2 of them were very small winners. So overall, $239 in profit. And obviously this is a demo account. I'm not trading real money. My goal with this is to get this account to about 100,000, and then if I can do that, then I'll switch it over to live money and just trade 1 MNQ contract so I can kind of deal with the emotional side of trading and all that. So that's kind of what my plan is. Now to go back on the whole week here, let's look at yesterday. So yesterday was a one and done trade. I can't go back to the chart and tell you exactly where it was, but we saw a strong push below VWAP. It kind of made a double top with a little higher low, and then it sold right through the bottom of that point. So I took a short there and ended up getting about $170 a contract on that trade. And then if we go to Wednesday, it was kind of the same thing. Another great trade. It was actually a long position on this one, if I remember properly. But if we go to Tuesday, this is when I don't really have any excuses, but it was a $3,500 losing day with almost $1,000 in fees and commissions. Obviously, I was over trading. I just lost my shit. But this is why I want to start posting these videos, so I can hold myself accountable when I have days like this. Because it's so easy to do something like this and then say, oh, I just won't do that again. And then you get into the same position you were at, and then you end up doing the same thing over and over and over again. and you never get any better. Really, is my discipline is the thing that I need to work on. I know I have a decent strategy that works. I just have to work on my discipline. When I am losing, I need to be able to walk away for the day. And when I'm winning, I need to take what I have and walk away for the day instead of going green to red and red to green and trying to win all the money back. That's why people blow up accounts, and that's why I know better. So to look on the whole week, actually, let's go back to Monday. So on Monday was another one and done trade. I don't really remember why I took this one. Um, but I just took the money and I went with it. You know, if I didn't have that bad day on Tuesday and I would have just said, all right, you know what, I would definitely be in the green if I wouldn't have just kept trading. So on the week, we are green about $775, but with the fees and commissions on that really bad day that I had on Tuesday, it really pushed me back down into the into a loss, $323. And I know it doesn't matter because it's demo account, but you know, even when you're trading demo, I feel like there is still a level of emotion that does set in a little bit. And you know, whenever I do switch to live money, you know, it's something that's gonna, I hope, feel familiar, and I know that I'm probably gonna lose a lot of money when I switch over to a live account eventually. So yeah, that's my goal. My goal is to try to post every day. You know, there's going to be some days where I'm not going to be able to post a video, but I will at least try to go back and recap what I was thinking, how I was feeling. You know, on top of this, I do also have a trading journal that I log everything in. I really need to work on my discipline, and when I do switch over to a live account, I just need to hold it together. I know this is something that I can be good at, and I know it's something that I can actually make a career out of in the future. But as of right now, I'm still ever learning. And if you're still with me for this long, I hope you're learning too. And maybe you can do the same thing I am. You know, record your videos, post them on the internet. That way you can hold yourself accountable. That way you can go back, and if you do make a lot of really dumb mistakes, you can turn around and look at it and say, hey, what was I thinking? And you feel really bad about yourself and you just want to keep going. That way you can see that positive number on your screen, when in all reality it really doesn't matter. And that's why a lot of people end up losing their account. The only time we lose is when we don't stick with it. It's what we really have to do. We have to keep trading, we have to keep going, we have to keep learning, we have to keep trying to get better. And if we don't do that, then what's the point? You might as well give up now. But I'm at the point where I've been doing this for a year. I want to start making money in the market, and I'm going to start making money in the market. I just need to hold myself accountable and be able to walk away when I start to have a bad day. So I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and if you have any comments to make, please drop them down below. I don't really care if I get a following or a subscriber or anything out of this. I just want traders to know that you are not alone. We're all new at this. Well, most of us are. And a lot of the gurus you see out there aren't even really profitable. You know, a lot of them make a little bit of money and then turn around and sell a course, and a lot of them don't trade at all and try to sell a trading course that they stole from somebody else. Here's what I'll tell you. Don't invest in a course. All the information that you see, you can get online. A lot of the strategies work. Most of the strategies don't work for me. I've done support and resistance. I've done supply and demand, and I've given them all a fair amount of time for them to work out. But I really wanted a trading strategy that I can get in and out quickly, that's not super mechanical, that really does go a lot off on intuition. The very mechanical trading strategies just don't work for me at all. And you know, I'm sure they don't work for you either, but you know, the best way you can try to be profitable is to just make trades. You know, when you see something, you know when it's going to work out. You know when something starts to flush and volume starts rolling in, you know it's going to keep going lower. It's a place to trade. Don't wait for the other shoulder to show up, because you're not always going to get it, and you might have to wait a week. And when you do wait a week, the market starts trending up, and then you end up getting stopped out and not taking the trade that would have actually made you money. I'm not saying that support and resistance and supply and demand are wrong, because there's a lot of people out there that make a lot of money doing that, but for me it doesn't work. For you, if you've gone this low on YouTube, you're watching me who doesn't know what they're doing, trying to learn how to trade, and you're still watching this video, have fun. We're probably going to cut all this out, but yes, thank you for watching. Keep chugging at it. and have a great weekend. Uh, 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 um, uh, uh, range chart. Obviously, so I switched back, and then uh, uh, take away the